Hello traders, welcome back to my channel. This is Forex Shinobi, and on today's video I'm going to be talking about how you can combine multiple things you've learned so far in trading. Just about anything you can think of, starting from trend lines or candle patterns. So all these things are, you don't just learn them for learning sake, you have to combine them most times. So this is volatility 10 index, and I have two positions open, and mostly I'm also going to be talking about how you can use psychology levels or psychological levels, combining it with other blocks just like the supply and demand zones, so as to be able to take a valid trade or have an extra confirmation before you execute your trade. So looking at this now, this volatility 10 on 5 minutes time frame, I have this buy trade. So first of all, you look at this trade, you see that I was able to enter this trade because of this breaker block. So if I zoom in now, you can see this. So first of all, before I extend this zone to the right side, so when this market was down here and was about to come up, this zone served as a supply zone. So the market was supposed to react. You understand what I'm saying, right? When the market was coming up, it was supposed to react because of this zone. But the market didn't react, it broke the zone and went up. So you can see this impulsive move. You can see this series of candles. You can see these candles, these green candles here are bigger than the previous ones. So this is called an impulsive move. So most times in your chart, if you can backpaste your chart or look the previous histories of the chart, you see that most times this kind of thing do happen, but sometimes it happens with one candle, one straight candle, a spike. Then whenever it comes back, immediately tap into the breaker block, he buys. So whether it happens with one candle or series of candles that have this impulsive move, I hope you understand what I'm saying. So the market was coming up. Once it got here, it started with these impulsive moves, thereby breaking this breaker block that served as a supply zone. So the market broke above and didn't respect this zone. So whenever it's coming back, it has to respect the zone. That is how it works. So that is what we call a breaker block. So I believe you can see it clearly now. So the market didn't respect it while coming up. Now it has to respect it while going down. Sorry about that, guys. Now if I extend this to the right, you see how the market nicely tapped into this. So now that I know that I have the requirements fulfilled for this breaker block and my entry, I'm ready to take an entry. In order to have an extra confirmation for the buy, I can simply scale down to the 1 minute time frame, look out for a candle pattern. You can see it can be a doji or even the engulfing. You can see this green candle engulfed the red one. See this engulfing candle, bullish engulfing. Do you see this? It engulfed this. So whenever you have a bullish engulfing candle, there are two ways that I usually take the entry. So after the engulfing candle, first of all, after the engulfing candle closed, I can take my buy, or I wait for it to come. Okay, let me mark that so you can see what I mean. So following this horizontal line now, placing it here. You see this? I placed this horizontal line now, this black line is resting on the body of this red candle. So after the engulfing candle formed, this bullish engulfing, this green one formed and closed. So I wait for the market to retrace to the body. You can see I placed this horizontal line on the body of this red candle that was engulfed by the green one. on the body, not the wick. The candle doesn't have a wick. It doesn't have a wick, but even if it has a wick, I will still place it on the body of this red candle. So wait for the market to tap into it, then I take my buy. The other way is for me to just wait for this engulfing, bullish engulfing candle to close, then I take my buy from that place. Those are the two ways. So how many confirmations do we have now? Let me go ahead and delete this black line. So the first confirmation from the 5 minutes time frame is that I have a breaker block, right? The market has tapped into this breaker block. Now we can scale down to the smaller time frame, look out for a pattern. It can be a doji, morning star. The candle name doesn't really matter. What matters is that you know the function, or you know that it is a reversal candle. So this is the second confirmation, being the bullish engulfing. So what is the third confirmation now? This is where the psychology level comes in. And you know that volatility, though all the market has its psychology levels, and I'm going to be making a special video on that. So this particular volatility 10, let me show you how to add. Now let me show you how to add the psychology levels. So the third confirmation now is going to be this psychology levels. So in volatility 10, we have these 4 digits. Let me try zoom in. Okay, the zoom is not working for the digits. So, but you can see these 4, 6, 6. Just follow this black line now. Look at the numbers: 6643.732, right? So the numbers after the dots, the dot doesn't count. So focus on these 4 numbers before the dots. So in these 4 numbers now, the last 2 has to be in 5s. So since we have 6643, the 43 has to be in 5s, like you count in 5s. Instead of 43, you do 45. So after 45, what's the next 5? 50, right? The next 5 is what? 55. The next one, 60. I hope you're understanding what I'm saying. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that is what I mean by 5s. That's for the last 2 numbers. So now, in order to place this horizontal line at the exact psychology level, it has to be 6, 6, 4, 5, and not 4, 3. I hope you understand what I mean. 6, 6, 4, 5. Then the numbers after the point has to be zeros. So let me go ahead and do that. 6, 6, 4, 5. Do you see this? You see the numbers after the point they are now zeros, right? Do you see exactly where the line is? So that is where I took my entry. I can zoom in. So this is how you add. I can go ahead and add another one, but I believe you all understand what I'm saying now. This one is going to be what? 6640. 6640. Clear these numbers. You see? So I can add another one above, so as to show you how this market respects these psychology levels. Let me drag this one above. The next one is going to be what? 6650. Just count it in 5s. That is for volatility 10. Clear these zeros. 50. So I believe this is it, right? Okay, the first one, the last one has shifted. Let's try it again. Yeah, so this is just the first three. You can go ahead and add other ones. Now you can see why this is the third confirmation now. So whenever you have your order block or your zone, in order to confirm that this is truly a good or a valid entry, try adding the psychology level to see if the psychology level lies in that same position with the order block. So that's very simple. You can see. So the psychology level. Okay, let me go ahead and add another one so that you can see how the market respects these psychology levels. Now after 50 we have 55, right? You can see how the numbers are going: 40, 45, 50, 55. Now let's add one more. Do you see this? Can you see how the market is respecting or bouncing around this? I can go ahead and add another one here. You see how the market is respecting each movement here is bouncing on or under, is either on or under a psychology level. So you can use psychology levels and trend lines to make a good trade. I can go ahead now and also put across a trend line. You can see, you see this, you see this confluence here. Are you seeing this now? That means I could have taken another trade from here. So on this bounce, any bounce you see on a psychology level, you can go ahead and try your trend line. This is a good confirmation or confluence here for another entry. So the psychology level is one of the secrets of this most of these entries. So now I don't want this video to be long. You can see this psychology level served as the third confirmation for this entry, and that was why I took this buy. So guys, that nothing much in this video. I don't want the video to be long. Please, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe to the channel and like the videos. Thank you for watching.